Hi, I'm Helen and I've been going to Hope Church since about November of last year. I'm married to Ed and I have two children, Faith and Elliot, who are 4-year-old twins. And I became a Christian when I was around 6 years old. I don't really remember it. What I remember about my childhood is the stories my mum, dad and other family members would tell about God in their life. And I remember particular stories about how God had protected them in the most dangerous situations in their jobs, how God had revealed himself to them through his Holy Spirit and through other people when they were in trouble, how God had broken through to a family member that they thought was just so out of reach, that would never be able to understand and to know God, and God broke through, and just miracles really that they have told me about and I've grown up hearing about. So my faith was always based on those facts, really, their experiences, rather than a story. And so I've never doubted God in that way. I've always known that God in your life is big and it means everything and it's vital. But growing up in a Christian family, in this sort of bubble, you have to question whether the faith is my own. And definitely when I went to university and I lived overseas for a time as well, I took my Bible with me, but I kept it under my bed, and I wasn't following God during that time, and I was quite wild, and I built up a lot of regrets. I built up a lot of just embarrassing, shameful things that I thought, actually, that's me now. I've chosen this path and there's no going back for me. There's not really any hope for me. And then at the end of uni, my dad got cancer, and I just said to God, I will come back and I'll come back to church if you'll take away his cancer. And he did. And so I did start going to church. There was a few bumps in the road after that, but I began really sort of committing myself to church and everything at church, and really getting to know God again, and God forgave me, and he took away that shame from me, and he gave me that hope that I could see that he had a plan for me still, and I was still loved by him, and he had so much for me. And I remember saying to my colleagues at work, we used to have these huge conversations and used to stay late talking about God. And I remember saying to them, if you don't believe in God, watch my life, watch his hand on my life. And I don't know if they did, but if they had, I really truly believe that they would have seen God's hand on my life, because now I have so many stories that I can tell my children about how God has shown himself in my life, how he's carried us through really difficult times, how he's spoken to us, encouraged us, used other people to do that in our lives, and how he has blessed us immensely with so many things, and how he's still carrying us, still carrying my family today, still helping us through difficult times. He's always there for us, and that evidence, I hope, will be really apparent to my children, that they won't be able to escape the fact that God is real, and I thank God that we have that he's our hope for today, that he gives us all we need for today, and he is our hope for the future and our eternity with him. Thank you.